your eyes do. We are two stairs where no one can see. New light break away tonight. I feel like you make the water warm. You taste food, and I know you can see the core break away. 'Cause tonight I feel like
What is going on, guys? Today is Rio Bash. We finally made it with the Z. I did take off the OG bronze LMGT4s just because I didn't want to damage them. This is going to be the first time I ever drive the 300ZX on a track, so I wanted to make sure I don't start dropping, mess them up. So I got my RG2s in the back and the XC7s in the front. Very excited to give it a test drive. I'm hyped that we were able to get everything finished and completed in time. I guess let's just see how she does, see how it rips. A lot of cool cars out here today. We'll go into more depth in that later. All right, this is gonna be our first lap. Let's get it. I'm honestly so nervous, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure the car will be fine. New car for me. Also, I've only ever used a hydro e-brake before. This would be my first time utilizing a handbrake. But all right, let's just knock it out. Otherwise, if you overthink it, then you're never gonna get out there. So US Air has two courses usually, intermediate and advanced. Advanced has like crazy elevation and intermediate is mostly flat. I'm gonna do intermediate first just to get used to the car. Sloppy of a line, but we can clean that up with some more laps. Man, this car is good. All right, let's test our luck on advance. They're running reverse layout today. I honestly prefer regular, but reverse is still equally as fun. Let's get it. clean there. Not bad for the first lap. I just realized I forgot to put one minor detail on the Z. That's right, a factory badge. You guys are not gonna believe how much this badge costs. I mean, if you're curious, you can look up the part number. They're taxing on this thing. Yeah, definitely need something there. All right, let's not drop it now. I did already clean that surface, so it's good to go. Oh. All right, just like that, car is done. Overall, the car is driving great. I'm letting it cool down here and there just because I know the temps are probably getting really high. I did not hook up my phone to the gauge thing we set up in a previous video, but that's okay. I'm gonna mount the mic in the engine bay and see how this engine sounds. I guess I'm warmed up. Let's try and drive with some friends. I'm gonna follow because I'm still not 100% confident in this car. We got Brian leading, Stevie in the middle, and then me chasing. Everything was going good until it wasn't. Somehow, some way, we don't have power steering anymore. And I found a leak in the power steering pressure line here, so gonna have a hard time finding one of these locally. Maybe we can go to like a tractor store and find something. I don't know. We gotta see.
Can't do any worse than
Riding in style, the farm and fleet, Mr. Zach. Gave me some reading materials. Enjoy my ride here.
Oh, dude, this is sick. Yo, Gloria. Nismo kit. What?
We got some random fittings and hoses here at this tractor supply store. Hopefully we can make something work. So this is what we got to work with. I pulled this one out of the pump and I pulled this fitting out of the rack. And it looks like this one threads into the rack just fine. I'm gonna try and seal it with the crush washer. But however, this one does not work. It looks like the fitting here is around 3/8 in size. I don't know if the tractor supply is gonna have this exact fitting. So I'm gonna have to go back to the store regardless. Hose length should work, that's totally fine. All right, we went back to the tractor store and man, we got quite a few fittings this time. Look at all these boxes here, but I think we've nailed it. Believe it or not, this crazy contraption will line up to make this tractor line work. So hopefully we can just bolt it all on and get going. I can't lie, we probably spent like 45 minutes trying to like dissect what threads we need because they're all in standard. And then we're trying to adapt it to this AN fitting that comes off the pump and oh man. Hopefully we can get some more drive time. After a solid 6 hours of messing around with fittings and tractor lines, we finally got this thing somewhat mounted on here. I had to trim down this fitting that goes into the rack with a grinder so that it would bottom out on the crush washer because originally it was bottoming out on the threads, which means it was gonna leak. And then this is the funniest part. You're not gonna believe this. Check out how many fittings I had to use to adapt to the steering joint here. You can hardly even see down there. Oh, that's a good shot. Look at all those. What do you think, Tim? How we see that? It's kind of a hard angle, but dude.
Dude, how many is that? Like 4?
Yeah, 4. 4 adapters.
No way. So down to like a factory one, basically?
So it still has the like the ISR one off of the banjo bolt here, and then I had to convert that AN fitting to standard, and then that standard to a smaller standard, and then a 90, and then that 90 to a straight reduced to 1/4, and 3 trips to the store. 6 hours
So
later.
now we just gotta make sure that they're all tight.
I did make sure they're tight. Now we're gonna test start just to make sure we're not leaking. It's crazy. This could have been like a 10-minute job if I had another line.
Straight
SMH. So, moment of truth. Let's see if it was all worth it. Turn it a little bit. Looking good. No drips on the bottom.
You should like turn the wheel and pressurize the...
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. No leaks up here. Yeah, no shroud. There's not a bolt on one, so I gotta make something custom for it.
Well, that makes me feel better that mine's kind of hanging off.
Oh, is yours? You know, I never ran a shroud on my NAKA 240 back in the day. Never had a problem, but with a turbo, I definitely should get a shroud, right? Wow, okay, we can finally put a wheel back on. You can tell how long it's been too because like it's getting dark out. And I burned through 0 tires. Did 4 or 5 laps total. This is so sick. I fucking love it. This is such a It may look like the track is closed, but Tim and I have been hot lapping the Z out here on intermediate and advanced.
But it hasn't been getting hot.
Yeah, no, the car has not been getting hot.
Lapping. Tires good, turbo good.
Unlimited tires, unlimited turbo noises. It's crazy.
Drexel got this limiter so dialed in.
Shout out.
Right here.
Stop. It's crazy how many laps we were able to get in at the night. Surprisingly, there weren't too many people driving. I guess not everyone likes to drive in the rain. Plus at night, it was a little difficult to see, but it was a blast. I was definitely hot lapping.
Breathed, then you stopped. I breathed and tried you
Day 2. Looks like Stevie's buying parts.
Oh, really? Is this same hood that Josh?
What a crazy hood. Well, the car is now the dirtiest it's ever been, but that's okay because we're getting some seat time. Let's go back out and see what we can do today. We may or may not have done a little bit of off-roading, but luckily it is not damaged. I don't know how, because usually people just zip tie their kits on and the zip tie is the breaking point, but I had mine bolted on and it's still in one piece. This bumper is so strong it even ripped out the socket and the connector here. I guess it just unplugged this side too. That's pretty wild. I guess that really shows how strong the fiberglass was back in the day. Good quality stuff. Well, we got some laps in. Let's see if that power steering is still holding up. No leaks, looking good. Hell yeah, Mr. Omar. How's it running?
Amazing. Better than ever. The prison mic curse is over, dude.
My curse?
Yeah, you blamed me for your accident and now you gave me bad juju and now that's what happened.
Was this on a solo run?
No, it was Brian.
Oh, you're driving with Brian?
Yeah, so it might be his fault too.
Yeah, see, it's the...
Wait
a second, this ain't adding up, dog.
No, it's 100% my fault.
I'm glad that your frame rails are straight. It's just a little core support damage here.
Yeah, I like it. I think it looks cool. Might just leave it.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good car.
Good car.
Locked and loaded. Alright, we're all loaded up and we're heading out. The car is in one piece. We didn't break any body panels. I'm considering that a win. All that hard work was worth it.